Hello everybody, you're here with Cle De Peau Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, woof, what a follow-up, right? I just did the video on Chanel on the new spring 2022 collection, and I guess it was waited on or people were really excited about, and it is a beautiful collection. It does not disappoint. You can watch the video. I'll link it down below if you're interested. It just launched this Monday, 2 days ago. So beginning of January, even though it's spring 2022. But it is so lovely because you can still use it for kind of fall, winter where we're at. And it has that peachiness and bronzing qualities that will come and do very nice for the spring. So well done, Chanel. And now I have to follow after that, right? Where we're still in the excitement of that collection. And of course, what did I come up with? I mean, but I'll tell you my reasonings why. So I'm gonna talk today about Chantecaille, and I'm gonna talk about certain items that are not new, but they're still available. And I'll tell you why. Because I see that there's a lot of excitement also on Dior. Dior also came up with beautiful items, and they're more in these very pinky, PT, but in that kind of very sweet, youthful sort of way. And I will do another video bringing out all the items that I already own that reminds me of that kind of coloring coming up. And I sort of had sensed it from before, and I have mentioned it in other videos. When I talk about Ariana Grande, when I talk about, what's her name, Rare Beauty, you know, Selena Gomez and coming out, because they are trendy right now. These are the women of the present, right? In the youthful sort of way. So they are breaking ground. And I keep seeing them with these very soft looks and then the liquid eyeliner. And I like it very much. I know I'm gonna be turning 50 in a couple of months, so I'm in a different age group, just like some of you. However, I feel I'm a little bit in the edge in trendiness in the sense that I still like it. I still follow it. I still feel it. I still resonance with it. And then I have to find a way to make it work for my age appropriate or a little bit. I mean, I know people say have fun, we'll worry about it, which I appreciate. One of you subscribers impulsed me and supported me on that, which totally is true. And yet we also want to create our own little, you know, age. You know what I mean. In any case, I've been sensing this trend of the soft, pinky, sweet sort of thing. Maybe because of all this after the pandemic, that we all want kind of a nice and easy, natural looking sort of thing, right? So in that way, I always been wishing for these Chantecaille products. This came out for limited edition for the Christmas part, and the other one came before. I'm talking about, so I'm talking about first this one, which is a little bit Polar Ice eye palette in the cool side. But hold on, don't get disappointed. I mean, look at the peachy, softy. These are lilac, so not pinkish, but you know, stay with me. So, and then I'm talking, of course, about the Chantecaille cheek colors, you know, the pearl thing, and it came in this box. It's very beautiful, and then you bring it out, and it's this little polish. Look at the soft pink. I mean, there it is. This is why I think it's perfect to bring it out. It's still available, and it's still relevant, and I think this is what's coming. So, look at the soft pink, and then, of course, beautiful for a collector. This is a dream. They're a little small, but you know, I never run out of makeup anyways. But look at that pink. I mean, if this doesn't speak spring and summer, I don't know what does, even though they brought it out for December. Everybody was sort of like, what are they doing? What is this about? And I always thought for spring, but now that I really see the pink, especially in Dior, I'm like, So this came out, I don't remember if it was October, September, November, you know, around that area. I remember when I first saw it, I fell in love with it. And but I, you know, struggle a little bit with the price. And I was like, yes, no, yes, no. And I saw it on sale back then. And I was like, yes, no, just now, and I didn't get it. It would have been perfect to get it then, right? When all of you were curious about how it looks and everything else. But I didn't. And then it was a struggle to get it if it was not on sale. So it came out on sale. And I immediately punched, you know, got it. I didn't get the eyeshadows because I had gotten this ones. And I think this will work perfect if I need it. And I also have the Pangolin. Let me get it out in case, which I think is very, very close to the one that they're selling for this collection, the Pearl collection, this one. You see the lilac kind of thing. And I also have the Cheetah, which is very golden, bright. So I thought I had more than enough to work with it. But what I was really the most interested on was this blush. Why? Well, because I had gotten it, and this I did get, of course, the Chantecaille, this is Ruby. It was part of their collection, and it is what I'm wearing plaited right now on my lips, and it just not bringing. So after getting this, I really had to get the blush that goes with it because I love the pictures. I haven't tried it. I haven't even touched it. I haven't even swatched it. So we're gonna discover it together, and we'll see if it's really what I think. But my thinking was that I prefer these colors over that very sweet, youthful, pinky. Not very big on that. So I got two. I also got the highlighter. Now the highlighter, so what I was most excited was the lipstick, which I got from the start. And then of course had to, you know, pull the plug on this one, even though I thought it might've been very close to the coral blush that I already own. But comparing it, this is a lot more pink, bold pink. And so the other one that was on the fence because of the price was the highlighter. It also comes in the little pouch, which I love, this baby pink. I really do. It's just, I don't know if it'll go with my mature skin. And so look at this beauty. I mean, obviously, look at that. That's so pretty. So I do own other highlighters, especially from Cle De Peau. This brand, Chantecaille, reminds me a lot of Cle De Peau. Different, but reminds me of. And I do own Cle De Peau highlighters that I thought might be as lighting, as subtle, as beautiful as this. Of course, those don't have this beautiful imprint, which probably will disappear, but still it's a nice, but I don't know if you can tell, it has, I always thought it was going to be very white pearl sort of thing, opalescent. But what I'm noticing just in first eye, I don't know if you see a hint of lilac in there, right? Not pink, lilac. That's why I wore this shirt. It just reminds me. And I got this little necklace, which is lilac sort of diamonds. This one is still available too, and it's on sale. I think, what was it? Neiman Marcus had it. I think the brand is Bubble something. I'll look at it and put it down below. But they're on sale and they have all different colors. And again, you know, I saw that thing with Ariana Grande or youngsters where they pile one or two together. I like the look. So this lilac thing, you know, if you follow me from the start, if you're not, welcome, but you will learn that lilac, violet, purple, I love those colors. I just love them, right? Okay, so let's begin. What else I have on my face? If you've been following, I'm still trying out the Victoria Beckham Rejuvenating Serum and Primer, and I added the Agustin Biter, the cream, which I feel much better using with combination with the Victoria Beckham, which Victoria Beckham had partner with Agustin Biter anyways to do the serum and the primer. So the three go perfect together. I like it better that way. Anyhow, I'm still trying that out. And so as a foundation, what I use, and if you have tried the Chantecaille, the, what is it, cream to powder, kind of, it comes like this as well, a foundation, which I've heard great, amazing things about it. if you tried it, let me know, because I was so in the fence to get it. And I just was, well, I still have this. I have the Tom Ford, and I haven't gotten it. But I am looking forward to try it. So I'm wearing the Cle De Peau Cream to Powder. I love this. It is on my video of my favorite foundations. I mentioned that I usually use this as a retouch or as a lift me up in the middle of the day, or just to cover certain things. But today I wore it all over. Why? Because I think, again, I think they're kind of sisters, Chantecaille and Cle De Peau. The makeup that we're gonna be using today is that youthful, light, soft, easy. So this brings that radiance and that softness and that youthfulness, I think. So that's what I'm wearing. Of course, I use my favorite Charlotte Tilbury, the Corrector. You know, I barely use concealers, but I will be getting the Chanel soon, because I couldn't find the one I had. And I think it's also very comfortable to wear. All right, moving on. So I am wearing the lip liner. I don't have a Chantecaille lip liner, but I am wearing Bobbi Brown Rose, which is another one of my favorite brands, and I haven't talked enough about it. Well, I still have a lot of items that I haven't talked about, but I decided to bring this on, and this is, I don't know, I'm all about rose these days. Rose, 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 rose. So I put this as a lip liner, and of course I just plotted the ruby lipstick. I mentioned this already, but I was debating if I should put it on. No, I'll do it at the end. I'll put it because you can really ramp up the lips. You'll see. This is very kind of down. All right, so let's begin. Let's try the blush. That's what I've been waiting or dying to try. Now, I don't know if I should use the Sonia G, the one for the cheeks. What is this called? Oh no, this is Designer Pro. I have another one for blush. Or do I have it here? The Wayne Goss. Wayne Goss has a beautiful, oh yeah, this one. Wayne Goss, I don't remember what this is called, but this is not universal, obviously. I think it's the one or something. It's a lot smaller and it's so fluffy and it's much less denser. This is soft but denser. So I'm gonna use the Wayne Goss. It seems like I've been reaching a lot for his brushes, which is, you know, surprising given how much we all love Sonia G's, right? But we like his too. So I am taking some, you see that? I'll just do chi, just in case. It looks very pink on the thing. I don't know if, nice. By the way, I also use, I forgot to mention it, you see a little line here? That is the Westman Atelier Biscuit. I really love this one. I use it for everything. This one in the Tom Ford Illuminating Dual. I list them down below, the products that they're kind of a must for me. I use them every day before I start everything. And I kind of put a star next to the ones I use for the video that I'm showcasing. I think I'm gonna add that Westman Atelier Biscuit because I am using it quite often. So I use one or the other. But look how beautiful this is. Now I must say, now that I'm seeing this foundation all over, because remember I usually use it just for a pick-me-up. Yesterday I used the Vita Lumière Aqua foundation from Chanel. I really, really like it. It's also one of my favorites, but I really like it for a full sort of look. And then this one for a pick-me-up. I think that's what it is. Because the Aqua, I think, is softened my lines a little more. A little bit, I mean. I miss my old skin regime routine. I thought that it blurred my wrinkles a little more. But I keep using the Victoria Beckham because, you know, I want to give it time. It's cell rejuvenating and needs to at least wear it a month or over, right? I mean, if it's rejuvenating your cells. Like you won't see a difference in 1 or 2 days. So I want to give it at least a month and see if my whole face just rejuvenates. But I think I like the other one. What was it? Milan. You know I'm very bad with names, but I'll list it. I'll list it down below. All right. So there you have it. So, little hairs. So what do you think of this blush? I thought it was going to be even pinkier given the color in there. I mean, this looks very neutral. This actually looks like the other limited edition that came in the summer that was all flowery on the top. I couldn't get my hands on it. I wanted to, but it was sold out. And then it just, time passed. But now I'm much happier I got this one because I thought it was going to be more springy. But now that I'm wearing it, I think it's very, very natural, neutral. You can wear it to everything with everything, right? I mean, I like it. And I think you can combine it with peachy or with pink or cooler tones. But yeah, I think I would like it more with cooler tones because it's pink. But it has some lilac, even with the lighting. Let's see if you can see. It has a little bit of, you see that? I mean, seems a little fuchsia, but also a little lilac. Seems like throughout their line, there's this lilac, which my yellowishness really, really appreciates. So lovely, 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 lovely. On that note, let's apply a little bit of the highlighter, which I'm sure this is going to bring a lot of light to my face. Yeah. Love it, love it. So far, very happy I got it. So guys, this is still available. And again, in some places you can get it for sale, not in their website. And Chantecaille usually doesn't, even when they have sales, they don't include the limited edition. But yes, I have to show off. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at that, right? I mean, just to put on top of the counter. I don't know if you're going to carry it out and about in a purse. Of course you can. This looks stable enough. They don't look like they're gonna fall off anytime soon. But they're so lovely. Goes with my pearls. Yay. Beautiful for collectors' point of view. So let's continue. And of course I like this one as well. So I like what they're coming up in the unique sort of, for the limited edition, this uniqueness that they come with. I enjoy it. I think it adds to the luxurious experience, especially if you love makeup like I do. You know, I have certain like groceries or what did they say, drugstore makeup, which some of it works. It's very nice. I mean, not everything at the drugstore is like cheaper looking or something like that. Of course, it's less expensive, but I wouldn't say inexpensive either. There's some expensive stuff at the drugstore. Not this expensive, you know what I mean. So, but for the makeup lover, if you're like me, having this kind of beauty in the items adds something to the whole thing, doesn't it? All right. So before we go to the eyes, let's ramp up the lips because it was important to me to see how this will look, just the lips and the cheeks like we did. Why? Because this will be an everyday, right? Even the plotting thing, look how beautiful that looks. I could go out like this, a little mascara. So let's ramp it up. Okay. I mean, it's ramp up, right? I told you the other one just was blotted, which looks very nice. But this is called Ruby. And what I like about this lipstick, or what drawn me to it, is that it sort of resembles red. And then it sort of resembles red orange, which is like the true, like very red morning. But then it has a fuchsia something. Can you see it? So it's one of those colors that seems interesting and complex, and you know what it is, but you don't. It's bold and creamy and out, and yet it does bring some mystery to it. I mean, do you follow what I'm saying? Do you see that? So maybe it has existential issues. It's not a red. It's not a fuchsia. It's not a red orange. And then it's combined with lilac. And then this pink. I just love it. I just love it. And this is limited edition. And of course, I love the color that it comes in. And it's, again, this reminds me more of burgundy. Again, existentiality issues probably. Or maybe he knows exactly who it is. It's just for us to understand it, right? Anyhow, so the eyeshadow that comes with this reminds me a lot of this one. So I could just apply this one and call it a go. But let's start a little bit with this other quad, or not quad, it's 9 eyeshadows. Now, I'll tell you what I like about it. You know, I found myself pulling this out for neutral looks. For something that is very kind of upbeat or happy, but neutral and just a little bit. I never expected that when I ordered this. Never expected it because I see all these shimmery sort of colors, right? And the coolness. Look at this one. However, because like this is more matte, this one has a little more shine, but then look, this one is kind of a rose, mauve, right? And then you have these ones that are very peachy, like this is perfect for a crease. I wouldn't say it has sparkles, but they're not matte, right? But these two, I mean, look at them. It can really make a very nice just crease, unsettled thing, or with some color. It's not something neutral like a brown or whatever, right? So in this case, given that I said one of the reasons I think this is the right time to bring this video up is because of all this peachy pinky, which resembles what the Dior is coming with and everything I mentioned at the beginning. So I'm gonna take this orangey color and just apply it. See, very, very light. I think I used this in another video for the same sort of effect, just a very natural. Look at that. You know, guys, I'm gonna have to do a dedicated video on this because every time I pull it out, which is often now, for this sort of just subtlety, very natural, but with something in my eyes. It's not natural like neutral, but it's not like you see peach there. I've seen some videos on the new quads of Dior, and you see the peachiness, you see the springy sweetness. This one, I think you can wear it at any time. Of course, the lipstick right now is really showing where we're going with this look, right? And now the cheeks, but well, I don't want to put thoughts in your mind. You draw your conclusions, but given that I have this eyeshadow, I don't think I'm gonna order the Dior. Now the Chanel is a completely different story, and the Chanel I already showcased in the video. Totally different vibe than this, totally different vibe. Well, because it has a little more terracottas, so even, and more peach obviously, but it's not this sweet and nice. It has a lot more character to it, or seriousness to it. But I love this. Look how sweet and young and everything. I don't know, should I put, so I have two options. I can either rump it up with this color, put a little sparkles but I don't want to put more sparkles because the showcasing here is the lips. Or I can really go, I just said I don't want sparkles, and then there's this, right? This one has sparkles. No. No. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in the center lid. Let's see. Ooh, sparkle, sparkle. I just said I don't want sparkles, but just in the center of the lid. So when I bring it down, you know that I did something. I didn't put it all over, just in the center. There you go. Maybe put a little bit in the middle and the bottom. Not to show the sparkles, but just so, right? Beautiful, beautiful. And to finish the look, we're gonna use some, I don't have the Chantecaille mascara. I heard great things about it, but I do have the sister. They're not sister companies, but I don't know why. Cle De Peau Mascara is a lovely daily mascara as well. We are just gonna add it here. If you notice, I didn't even pull out some eyeliner. And I do own a Chantecaille violet sort of eyeliner, which is very close to black. And you know I like that. Close to black but not black. And it could work perfect because it's violet, right? And we're talking about all these soft pastel-y colors. You know, the Huda Beauty palette, there's a big one. It was at Sephora also, they sell it. It was a favorite amongst YouTubers. Everybody that got it loved it. And it has all pastels. And that one has been on sale several times in Sephora, like very, very much reduced. I was so tempted to get it. So there is the Huda palette with the pastels. There is the Tarte, just came out with a new palette. Beautiful, worth the money because it comes with a lot of shades, also with a lot of pastels in it, this softy look. And of course, I mentioned Ariana Grande and I mentioned Rare Beauty, which are in that kind of trend. And so to me, I'm not gonna get any of those. I got this one. Why? Because it's clean beauty, because I think it has enough choices. It has the blue, even though blue doesn't go very well on me, but it has something, but it has grays and whites and cooler. So I recommend it. It's still available. I think it's one of those limited edition, but it was not a Christmas edition or anything like that. So I don't know for how long they'll have it. And this one came on sale and will come on sale. The blush and highlight, they're still available. So again, I think the trend will continue, meaning I don't think you'll get it just for the Christmas. I think you'll come handy in spring and summer. I mean, look at the color. Very beautiful and radiant and up. But the highlight was expensive. I don't know if you really need it, especially if you have another cooler tones. But I do recommend for you to have some or one of a cooler tone highlighted, either the Cle De Peau or this one, very subtle, brightening, kind of whitey sort of thing, because it's always very youthful and nice. I feel right now, I feel like as if I just had a facial, or if, you know, I just run out of the shower and this is how my skin usually looks, porcelain looking. Okay, not, but this is how these highlighters make me feel, so I like it. And the lipstick, I love it. I really love it. Since I just saw the new collection, the La Comète from Chanel, those are more fall winter. They seem a little warmer. They all are beautiful, but they look more on the warmer side. And then we have the La Paz, which is the spring collection. They're mostly balms, so they're a little creamier and more transparent on the color. This reminds me, this is also very creamy. This one kind of feels the color a lot more, but it reminds me of that sort of coloring in the springy, alive, bolder, especially the last two colors. I think it was Passion something on the La Paz Chanel collection. They are more bolder like this. One is more rose blue, blue rose, kind of fuchsia. And the other one, I think had a little more neutral, more peachy, but again, in this sort of kind of mood, it reminds me of. So what I'm trying to say is that if you get any of these items, I think they will continue to be wearable and in for at least spring and summer. All right, there you have it. I hope you like this video. I hope it was not a full disappointment after the bring excitement of Chanel, even though I took you like a little curve to a little different sort of mood and coloring and everything else. But I think at the end, it's all gonna be in it for 2022. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do at this moment. Ring the bell in the right-hand corner of your screen and comment below. I read all your comments. I love it. And if I reply a little later, you know, bear with me, because when I do have time to sit down, I try to reply. And some of you, I'm starting to get to know you, which I love. I love that, and I'm learning from you. So blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you soon. Bye.